Want to speak real English from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Ask Alisha, the weekly series where you ask me questions and I answer them. Maybe. First question this week comes from Grisha. Hi Grisha. Grisha says, "Hi Alisha, I want to ask about the usage of the phrase something is or was being. For example, my house is being robbed by somebody. Apparently this means the house is being robbed at the moment, but why can't we say it like my house is robbing now by somebody? What's the difference?" Okay, so this is because that is being or was being pattern is a passive form. So we use the passive voice when we don't know the person or the thing doing an action, or when that person or thing is not important. So in this case, in your example sentence, my house is being robbed by someone, we don't know exactly who the person is. So that's why we use by someone. We don't know exactly that person. The reason that we cannot say my house is robbing is because the grammar of the sentence changes there. Here, my house becomes the actor in the situation. My house is robbing. That means my house, in this case, is stealing something, and that's not possible unless your house has like legs and can move, which is not realistic. So my house is robbing doesn't make any sense. A house cannot steal anything. So the passive form, my house is being robbed by someone, shows that the house is like the thing that's receiving the action. If, however, you do want to use the active voice, you can change it so that the robber is the subject of the sentence. For example, someone is robbing my house. In that case, this unknown person, someone, is the subject. Robbing is our verb in the progressive tense, and we see that that means it's happening now, and the object of the verb is my house. So we can use an active sentence to express the same thing, or if we want to focus on the house, we can use the passive voice. So my house is being robbed by someone. So this is a quick introduction to one pattern that uses passive voice. I hope that it was helpful for you. Thanks very much for the question. Okay, let's move along to your next question. Next question comes from Melih Karasu. Hi Melih. Melih says, "Hi Alisha, can you explain leverage? I often encounter it as a verb in documentation about IT. Thanks." Yeah, leverage gets used in business a lot. So leverage as a verb means to make use of or to take advantage of something. This can often have a negative nuance, which means like to exploit something. So to exploit means to use someone else, usually, to use something or to use another person for your own gain, usually without caring about that person very much. So leverage can kind of have this feel sometimes. Some examples. We need to leverage our connections to make this deal successful. Our team leveraged the bad news about our competitor to create positive publicity for our company. So here, leverage means make use of something else or take advantage of something else, usually for your own gain. So in IT stuff, perhaps it just means make use of something, but oftentimes when you're talking about people or your connections, it can mean like exploit, like you're just trying to get something from people, which is generally seen as a negative thing. So keep an eye out for this. Leverage as a verb means to take advantage of something. Okay, so I hope that that helps answer your question. Thank you very much for sending it along. Let's move along to your next question. Next question comes from Karima. Hi again, Karima. Karima says, "Hi Alisha, could you please tell me the difference in meaning between hurt and get hurt? And how does get modify the verb?" Okay, first about using get to modify verbs, think of get as become. So get means become here, like become hurt, but we don't say become hurt. It sounds way too formal, way too polite. So get here means become, but we use get hurt when we maybe don't want to focus so much on exactly the reason we received an injury, or maybe it's not known, or we want to just focus on the action, like the injury itself. We don't want to focus on the cause of that. "I got hurt at basketball practice yesterday." "My friend got hurt at work." So we use hurt when the person or the thing that causes the injury is quite clear and we want to communicate that for some reason. Some examples of that. I hurt my arm snowboarding last year. That's true. A kid hurt my friend when he kicked her. That's also true. So in these example sentences, the cause of the injury is clear. When we use get hurt or got hurt, maybe we want to focus on like the location where the injury happened, or maybe like the time period, for example. Maybe we don't want to focus on the cause so much. So I hope that this helps you understand the differences between hurt and get hurt. Thanks very much for the question. Okay, let's move along to your next question. Next question comes from Lion. Hi again, Lion. Lion says, hi Alisha, my question is, when I want to use conjunctions, when should I only use a comma? For example, I like cooking, but I don't like washing dishes afterward. When should I use both a comma and a semicolon? For example, gold mining is a very profitable industry. However, there are certain risks involved. Ah, good, yeah, nice question. So when you're using a simple coordinating conjunction, like and, but, or, for, so, when you're using one of those to connect independent clauses, just as you've done, just use a comma before your coordinating conjunction. So in your example sentence, that was perfect. So when you're using an adverb as a conjunction, like in your example, however, also like moreover, therefore, those kinds of words, when you're using that to connect two independent clauses, use a semicolon and a comma. So you can call these conjunctive adverbs. So we're using the adverb like to connect these two independent clauses. So just as you did in your example, use a semicolon before your conjunctive adverb and a comma after it. Some more examples. We plan to leave town today, semicolon. However, comma, the weather forced us to change our plans. I've decided to move to a new city, semicolon. Therefore, comma, I'm quitting my job. So I hope that this helps you. When you're using these adverbs as conjunctions, you can follow this rule. Otherwise, just follow the rule for simple independent clauses joined with a coordinating conjunction. Also, I made a video about comma uses that you can find on the channel as well, so I hope that that gives you some more information. Thanks very much for this question. Okay, let's move along to your next question. Next question comes from Andre. Hi, Andre. Andre says, hi, Alisha. Update and upgrade. What is the difference? Okay, yeah, update means to make a small change to an existing thing. So for this answer, let's imagine we're talking about a software, a piece of like antivirus software. So when you update your antivirus software, you receive new information about that. So you download an update. There's something new, there's some kind of small change that you make to the existing software. So your software doesn't change, like the name of your software does not change, but you get something new, so you've updated it. It's like a little refresh for what you have. When you upgrade, however, it's like you level up. So if you imagine you're using like antivirus software C, and one day you find out, oh, antivirus software B is really great. I have to pay money, but it looks good. So you buy the software. You can say, I upgraded to antivirus software B. So I got an upgrade, or I purchased an upgrade. So that means you got a totally new software. So in this case, you did not update to software B, you upgraded to software B. So updates are for like small pieces of information that sort of refresh something that's existing. Upgrade means you level up something. So some other situations where we use this are like airlines, for example. So we say like, I was upgraded to business class, or I was upgraded to first class, or I upgraded to first class. We do not use update there. Another example is when you're sharing scheduling information with your coworkers. So we'll share like an update, a quick update about the schedule, or please share updates about the schedule with me, or I have a small update for you. We do not use upgrade in this situation. So when you're kind of refreshing existing information, you can use update. When you're getting something totally new, like another level, you can use upgrade. So I hope that helps you understand the difference. Thanks very much for this question. All right, that's everything that I have for this week. Thank you as always for sending your questions. Remember, you can send them to me at EnglishClass101.com/ask-Alisha. Of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and check us out at EnglishClass101.com for some other things that can help you with your English studies. Thanks very much for watching this week's episode of Ask Alisha, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye. Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.